When India led the presidency of the G20, for the first time, that descriptor appeared on all our screens, the Prime Minister of Bharat, Narendra Modi. Let's discuss this brand transition and what it means and how we can sort of interlocute better with Bharat. Mr. Kant, tell us first about this conscious decision to spin India's presidency at the G20 around brand Bharat. And what was the principal aim of this? We were told a little story about how the Prime Minister actually wanted this event to be spread across geographies. What was that for?
So, Rahul, first of all, when G20 is held, it's normally held in 1 or 2 cities. The Prime Minister's vision was that it should be a people's presidency. Take it to the people of India. Take it to every state of India. So we took it to 60 cities of India. And we used that opportunity to improve drainage, sewage, solid waste, roads. We cleaned up the lakes, the backwaters. We really transformed India. And we also used that opportunity to spread local culture, one district, one product. We involved the people of those particular districts, of those particular schools, colleges. We made it a pan-India presidency.
Let me ask you this. This is interesting because you're, of course, brand guru. You create brands. I want to ask you this because while I was researching, I came across a couple of comments that were made by Mr. Amitabh Kant's college mates, Shashi Tharoor and others. And there's been so much talk about India, that is Bharat, of course, but Bharat, that is India. And people say, you can't do away with India. It's too big a global, internationally recognized brand. What do you believe? Has the time come for Bharat to be, at some level, turned into a slogan to attract people from all across? And if you were given that responsibility, you've just been given the responsibility, of course, to manage the Bharatiya Janata Party's campaign. But if you were asked to evolve a campaign around Bharat, what were the ingredients?
ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी आपने कहा, इसका नाम इंडियन जनता पार्टी कैसा लगता है आपको? See, the question is, what you call the nomenclature words is, what you feel is very important. Deep down, what you feel. What is the country you feel about? What is the ethos you feel? What it evokes? It's not only semantics. It's also, it's certain, when your tongue moves in a certain way, and I think the experts will tell you there is a neurological path which it follows, and hence a certain imagery is evoked. So when you pronounce Bharat, a different imagery is evoked. And I think that's very, very personal and important imagery for me. So for any cost, I would never give up Bharat as a name because it is deep down ingrained into what we believe the country is. It doesn't mean that India comes in parlance or people refer to it in their local languages the way. I think that's a different sort of practice. Practice and emotion and belief. I think we need to understand the semantics of it from that. So it's not that you will shun things. In fact, I believe in assimilation. देखिए क्या होता है, आप भाषा की बात करते हैं. Now, you have a new word which says SMS, which also means messaging. अगर SMS शब्द हिंदी की भाषा के शब्दकोश का हिस्सा बनता है तो मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है. बिकॉज अपनी बाहें आप फैला रहे हैं, अपना आकाश वृहत कर रहे हैं, यू आर मेकिंग योर स्काई लार्जर. लेकिन वो SMS शब्द अगर संदेश शब्द की हत्या करके आता है तो मुझे प्रॉब्लम है. आई हैव, जहां पे संदेश आएंगे वहां संदेश से ही आएंगे, वो आप रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकते. So I think this coexistence, I think this assimilation is how I think about it, because it evokes a certain feeling and those feelings are important. शब्द जो है वो संस्कृति का कैप्सूल है. जब एक शब्द मरता है तो उसके साथ उसकी संस्कृति जुड़ी हुई मरती है. ये आपको सारे linguistics बता देंगे. Even a particular word dies, how many emotions and how many feelings and how much of knowledge, information dies with it. Because it is a capsule of that culture. So I think we have to make sure that, we inject and infuse life in words. और जो गायब भी हो रहे हैं उनको वापस लाए. That is what my approach is. So it's a complex subject. What should take precedence? I think it should be left to people to finally see what they feel. I think their feeling is more important. I think the names belong to them. The language belongs to people who practice it.
Let me draw you into this because Amitabh Kant, speaking in tangible terms, the emphasis today is around projecting our nation as a fast, modernizing, innovative country amongst the community of nations. And many people are using the term Viksit. The Prime Minister himself uses it. It sort of gives us a feeling of, as he says, energy. But Bharat invokes a sense of earthy nostalgia. At least that's what a batchmate of yours in college, Piyush Pandey, another brand guru, has said. So how do we contemporize brand Bharat?
So, मेरे विचार से जो हमने अचीव किया है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में, डिजिटाइजेशन में, क्लाइमेट चेंज में, स्ट्रक्चरल रिफॉर्म्स में जो कुछ अचीव किया है पिछले 8-9 सालों से, so there is a great sense of national pride, huge sense of, so the vestiges of colonialism have gone away. We are not aping the West anymore. We are going back to our roots. That's very clear. That we want to be a modern, progressive nation based on our own strength, on our own civilization. And I think Bharat gives you that strength that we are a strong nation and that Bharat, the time is now. It has to be ambitious, it has to be aggressive, it has to be aspirational. That is what the message goes out.
So let me ask you, because Mr. Kant, people in the opposition say that the NDA's obsession with this concept